Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two blended Scotch whiskies, and this is Dewar's, age 18 years, the vintage, and it was introduced in 2003. And John Dewar and Sons company is owned by Bacardi Ltd, so it's a Bacardi brand ultimately, although the Dewar's people might have their own team basically running it as an independent company, but it's under the control of Bacardi and Bacardi Limited. Okay. And it's produced in Scotland under a royal warrant as an official whiskey producer, provider, purveyor, I think they say, to the royal family, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Scotland, Wales, the Isle of Man, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the Cook Islands, Tuvalu, the Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, the British Indian Ocean Territory, Gibraltar, and other realms around the world. All right, so they've got that designation. The competitor from Chivas Brothers, introduced in 2014. This is Chivas Regal Mizunara, and it is a blended Scotch whiskey with no age statement that is finished. Some of the Scotch whiskeys in here, not all of them, are finished in Japanese Mizunara oak. All right, and I have a 2018 bottle, special edition. When it first hit the market in 2014, it was for the Japanese market only, and then it was so popular, and the Chivas Brothers figured it would probably be a hit over here. They introduced it in the United States in 2017. And I guess it has been a bit of a hit. You see it around, running about $48, $50 a bottle. The Dewar's, age 18 years. The vintage, that's the nickname of it. Dewar's, age 18 years. The vintage runs about $68 a bottle. So let's say a $20 difference. Is it going to be $20 better? My theory or my prediction is that it won't be $20 better, and I don't even know if it's going to be better. And somebody was making a comment like, how dare you say, but it's like I was thinking, I don't think you understood what I was saying. He was going on and on about, in a video I had made a comment, and he was saying, so quality doesn't matter? How dare you say quality doesn't matter? That's socialism, blah, 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 blah. And going on and on. And I said, no, I said quality does matter. I always say that quality does matter. So I don't know, the confusion was there, but yes, I am happy about that. All right. So I'm always happy when people fix their disastrous mistakes. You know, when you make a terrible mistake, you fix it. All right. So or if you got good sense, you would, if you're responsible. Foil cap, and I might do a video later today. I probably won't have time, but I might do a video about federalism. I might call the video Federalism in Light of, no, I'm saying it wrong. The video would be called Hot Button Topics in Light of Federalism. Because most people I know, they don't understand the concept of a federal government, a federal system. They're just not educated about how that's supposed to work, or some are just willfully ignorant. You know, they just don't want to know. They don't care about the law. They'll talk about the law all day, you know, the law, but then they don't care about it, you know. But anyway, I might do that video if time permits, and I'm saying right now up front, I doubt I'm going to do it. But that would be a great video, Hot Button Topics in Light of Federalism. Because federalism, a federal system in a big country, a proper union of states would solve most of those issues. Imperialism doesn't. It actually exacerbates the problem. So now I wash this glass very carefully, and there's still some kind of something on the outside of it. And that's very strange because I was very careful. I'm very careful when I wash these glasses. get it. Well, maybe I didn't rinse it well enough. I don't know. That's strange. Well, anyway, I like these things to be clean, clean, clean. All right. BC's Beer Reviews. Oh, BC's Beer Reviews. Hello, BC. I hope you can join us again for some future hangouts like Fandango Friday or the Wednesday night thing or Stout Sunday. But I mean, it's not, I'm not trying to pressure you to do it. I wouldn't ever want anybody to join, like, just because they felt like I was leaning on them or pressuring them to do it. No, no, no. I want everybody to feel welcome. We want people to join the hangouts if they feel comfortable doing it and if they're welcome. And of course, they're welcome to do it. I've had people come to me in the past saying, I would love to join. Please let me join. And I'm just like, well, sure, you can join, of course, you know. And then later I would say, you want to join again? And then they were like, why are you pressuring me? I was like, what are you talking about? You the one that came to me. You approached me about joining. I didn't come begging you. I'm not talking about BC, of course. BC never acted crazy like that. But, you know, it's people are, I mean, I'm eccentric, you know, in some ways, but they're peculiar, you know, difficult, strange, weird, odd. It's like you go to somebody's house. Can I swim? Can I come swimming in your pool? And they say, sure, anytime. And then a month later, they say, hey, do you still want to come swimming? Why are you pressuring me to do that? So well, you came to ask me. It's cool. I do like doing the hangouts. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. All right. So cheers. Let's go with the aroma. The appearance is the same. So they're both amber. So that's not a problem. All right. The question is nose, not eyes, nose and flavor. No age statement on the Mizunara. Now we know the base Chivas Regal is 12 years. So is this one at least 12 years? Probably, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they aged some younger whiskeys in Mizunara oak, and they felt like the younger ones would pick up the Mizunara oak character better and a little hotter whiskeys, and they could blend them in. I don't really know. They don't explain all that on the website so much. So if they wanted us to know the age statement, I suppose they would tell us the age statement. But they don't tell us the age statement, so I guess they don't want us to know. I can put my glasses on now. I don't need to look up anything up close. Beer Hounds says, hi, Ronald Ruski. Hello, Bill. I watched your hazy, Goose Island hazy beer hug. Of course, I did not hate the hazy. I gave it a decent score, a good score, but I wasn't in love with it. The tropical beer hug, I was just like gaga, you know, over it. I was like Mr. Gaga over it. And I guess I was born that way, meaning born to love Imperial IPAs. Ha ha ha. Mission hazy IPA is really good. I don't think we get that here. Goose Island is doing pretty good. You mean doing pretty well? I think they are. Now, the big news yesterday, everybody knows the big news yesterday. And the big news was what? Stone Brewing got bought out by Sapporo. Stone Brewing, you know, the fiercely independent company. We stand for the craft beer world, you know, against the big guys. And then they got bought out by Sapporo. And some people were putting little memes on Facebook showing Stone Poro beer. Stone Poro. The budget craft beers companies are catching the overpriced draft brewers, overpriced craft brewers. That's right. And actually, the budget craft beer drinkers are catching up. In other words, there's probably an erosion of super high priced, over the top expensive craft beers from microbreweries that people try them. I try them. half the time they're not really that good, and you're saying after a while, like, why am I getting burned? It's like I'm getting burned half the time, and but they'll go to the old reliables like Lagunitas IPA or Stone IPA, and they're attractive for a buyout because they make a portfolio of solid products, and people like them. Somebody had said in another chat group, "Oh, it's no shock their beers were terrible." And I thought, I don't think their beers are terrible. Now, were some of the beers terrible? Yeah, like Stone Delicious. It was not delicious. Tasted like fish water or fish bowl water. To me, I hated it. But that was a one, most of the time they were good. So I don't understand that terrible thing. Exactly, Ron. Right. I'm not saying Stone beers were the greatest thing. One of the people that used to do beer hangouts with us said all their beers taste the same. Well, it wasn't that extreme of a case, but they did have definitely a house style. I guess that company, I'm not saying they got bought out because they were failing. They got bought out because they were considered a successful company that was attractive for buyout. It's like that with bourbon. I'm not sure, but I get the feeling it is. Somebody was telling me they had this Calumet bourbon from Kentucky, 15-year age, and he paid over $200 for it. I said, I don't know. How could it be that good? And he was like, it's awesome. Did you ever try it? I said, no, because I'm not paying over $200 to find out. I said, I'm finished with those days. I used to do that. I paid $226 plus tax for Johnny Walker Blue Label and all of this. And I bought my friend David blended Scotch, Buchanan's 18-year age. It was $75 plus tax. But then he tells me it's really not any better than the $25 Buchanan's, $32 Buchanan's. And I tasted it. Was it better? It didn't seem to be any better, but I'd have to do a blind taste test to be sure, and I didn't have the ability to do that in that case. So, but it's just discouraging, to do that. $200. What the fool? Yeah. I'm not seeing the benefit, is what I'm saying. I have not experienced the benefit of it. Does Johnny Walker Blue Label have a depth of flavor and an intricate flavor, a deep flavor, a luxurious flavor, and all of that? Yes, 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 yes. But still, we're still talking $250. So, I mean, it's all about what you want to buy. Do these smell alike? Not really. Take my glasses off because they're bothering me to do this. Feel like I'm gonna hit the glasses with the glass. Rich oaky. Oh, and this is like a honey nose. That's like oak tree. You see, it smells like an oak tree. Yeah, it smells like an oak tree, like wood. Bourbon craft companies have the power. Oh, budget craft company. Yeah, if they're run correct. Look at Shiner. Do they make the greatest things? They're just kind of regular, and we went to their brewery and on draft, it's so good. But their stuff's not bad. And they're popular. And because price does matter. You say price should never matter. Well, but it does matter to most people. This is the Mizunara, I think, based on aroma, and I'm going to call it Mizunara. And I prefer the aroma, but it's a personal preference issue. It's not a quality control issue at this point. Ha, it is. I got it right on aroma only. I was that confident. Was I overconfident? I don't think I was overconfident, but I was taking a risk. I mean, when you try to guess something on aroma only, it's risky, of course, but sometimes I'll take that risk if I'm really confident. And in this case, I did it, and it worked out. The flavor is so oaky and good. Now, does Japanese oak have a distinct flavor? It does seem to, like a peppery spice flavor. You say, what? I know, I can't explain it. I did not pay $48 for this bottle. I'm going to admit right now, I paid $17.99. for a full-size bottle at Savannah Discount in 2019. That's a true story. $17.99 for the Mizunara Oak. And they had a whole pallet full of it, or almost a pallet. How did they get it for that cheap? I don't know. Strange things happen at that place. They sell whiskey for prices that are totally beyond reason. You know, it's like so cheap. It's like it makes you suspicious. Like, is some funny stuff going on around here? But I don't have time to, well, I have time, I guess, but I'm not going to worry about it. I just take advantage of it. I mean, the local store here did the same thing. Had Dewar's 12-year age, $48 bottle, $48.99, let's just say a $49 bottle, for $14.99. I bought a liter of tequila last week over there for $4.99. Now, you say, yeah, well, back in the 90s, you could do, no, we're talking about now, right now, $4.99. Now, I don't know what's happening on this backdoor market. But I'm taking advantage of it. Okay, the Dewar's 18-year age, the vintage, has like a creamy taste. Like literally like it's got cream in it. You know, it's Cadbury cream eggs or nougat like in the Three Musketeers or the Charleston Chew. Crazy, right? Honey, nougat, sugar. I don't understand why it would taste like that. But it does. You say, well, I hate Scotch because I can't deal with that smokiness and that peatiness. Well, then you'd love these perhaps because there's no smoke and there's no peat in either one. No smoke, no peat. No peat, no smoke. Just what I'm describing. The wood, the tea, almost like tea-like qualities, like hot tea. But not the heat of the tea, you know, hot. But I mean, you know, the tannins. Huh, strange. They're both medium body and have a something finish. You say a something finish, you know, like a medium long finish. No. The Dewar's 18-year age, the vintage, is not worth $20 more, in my opinion, and I don't even think it's better. Now, some people will be angry about that and say, you know, you're stupid. I don't like your channel. How dare you say that? And I don't know what else to do. I mean, you know, I'm telling you what I think about the product. If you agree, that's good. We'll say, oh, yeah, we agree. That's great. If you don't agree, okay. But you could, you know, give your explanation why. Doesn't have to be hostile. I think with social media, people are hostile or high strung is a good word. Nervous, nervine, you know, they're nervous. And some people say, well, social media is poison. It's poison. I don't think it's really poison. I don't think it's poison per se because it helps you communicate and interact and all of that. It's not that the media is poison. It's that the people using it are poisonous. You know, they're volatile, and I've said that before over the years. It's difficult to deal with volatile people. They go from zero to flying off the handle in seconds. They're pleasant on the surface if you're agreeing with everything they say, do, or think. But if you run counter to any idea they have, they flip. You know, and I have a hard time dealing with that, you know, because I'm not that way. You know, I not one to fly off the handle. Generally, I'll just say, oh, you know, oh, well, how about that? You know, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. Are you sure that you believe that or things like that? But so I have a hard time interacting with that kind of hysterical mentality. Hysteria. The world is hysterical. Much of the world is hysterical, which to me is not a good thing. To me, you know, you might say, well, I'm hysterical. I love hysteria. Sure you do. Do you really love it though? All right. Oh boy. Now, so I'm going to say they're kind of like even, you know, they're both very nice. Oh, so very nice. But I got the Chivas Regal Mizunara for $17.99. Great deal. And I didn't pay the full price for the Dewar's 18-year age, the vintage. It's supposed to be $69 a bottle. Okay. But I only paid $44.95 for that full-size bottle per ounce. We're talking about converting it to ounce. Am I happy about that? Yeah. If I buy a $69 bottle of whiskey for $45, yeah, I'm happy about it. If I buy a $49 bottle of whiskey for $15, yeah, I'm happy about it. It's, it's like some truths are self-evident. Like in one of my Facebook groups, somebody was saying something like, well, you didn't tell me, there's no rule in this group about using language like that. I said, yeah, but that's an etiquette concept. I don't have the rule because I shouldn't have to tell you. If you're in mixed company, you should know already how to speak and conduct yourself. All right, you want me to raise you and train you up in how you should go? You're 39 years old. You should have been taught that already. Okay. And if that's how you speak all the time, that's a very common way to speak. And I don't mean common in a good sense. I mean in the negative sense. So, I mean, if you have no deportment or decorum, I'm sorry. I don't know how to communicate that to you. Maybe you watched HBO too long and you think that's normal life, but it's a warped viewpoint of life, a warped outlook on life. But anyway, so we're going to call it a tie, which means Chivas wins by what? Default. If it's a tie, the cheaper one always wins, right? Because there's nothing else to evaluate it upon. They both taste nice. They're both high quality. They're both enjoyable. Neither one has any negative notes. If there's negative attributes with either one of these, I'd like to know what they are. I don't see it. But the big determination here is a $20 price difference. And I'm not detecting a $1 price difference. Now, is there something about the 18-year aging that I'm missing that is, going over my head, or, like somebody might say, above my pay grade or something? Maybe so, because I'm definitely not getting it. I guess I need to listen for the silent E, right? So what we're going to do from now on is make sure that we listen for the silent E. Oh, boy. All right. Hey, what's going on with Lagunitas, says Beer Hounds? I don't know. I wasn't sure of anything going on. I know they got bought out by Heineken. Some people say it deteriorated their product. I don't see that. I think it hurt them in the sense that they stopped selling Hop Stupid. You need to bring that back. But really, when you think about it, before the Heineken buyout, were they really selling Hop Stupid anywhere the last 5 years? Anyway, last 8 years? I mean, think about that. You barely ever saw it. Half the time when you did find Hop Stupid, it was out of date. So you could say they mismanaged. You say, well, that's an old throwback India Pale Ale. Nobody drinks that anymore. Well, I'm somebody and I drink it. And I think a lot of people would drink it if it was marketed correctly. Certainly a lot better than a lot of the recent things I've had in 8 to 10 years. Much of that is dreck, just bad. I don't mean like objectively bad. They might score a B, B plus, A minus, but in a relative sense, they're pretty bad. But especially when you consider the price. Oh no. But Lagunitas, yeah, I hadn't seen the Waldos around much, if at all. Hadn't seen the. I mean, I just hadn't seen stuff. I hadn't seen like I said, Hop Stupid. Hadn't seen the Maximus. Then they changed that came after Lagunitas. So I don't know. It's strange. It's bad. It's depressing. No more investigation shut down. Brown Sugar, Lucky 13, Hop Stupid, etc. What the fool? Yeah. terrible decisions. Was the Willetized Stout good? You better believe it was good. I don't know. I guess it's the same old problem. Too many beers chasing too few people. You see, he said, that's a real problem for craft beer. Yeah, it's not my problem, though. I don't make the stuff. But when you got too many beers chasing too few people, where sucks? What? Then you're going to have a lot of stuff sitting on the shelf going out of date. It's like inflation. It's like craft beer inflation. So it becomes a problem. It's been a problem for a long time. But like I say, not my problem in particular, except I'm not getting things I would like to try. All right, well, thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with another Chivas Brothers product going to battle against the Dewar's 18-year age, the vintage. And I think the Chivas is going to win again. And I don't work for Chivas Regal or get any free stuff from them. Not to say I'm turning it down if they send it. Thanks, everybody.